Hey everybody, this is War Torn Future coming at you with another Let's Play video, this time focusing on Total War Warhammer, a very long-awaited addition to the Total War series, and to be honest, I think it's one of, if not the best Total War game that I've seen. Certainly the most polished of the recent ones at release, with hardly any issues that I can see. So far that I've played, I've put about 62 turns into this Dwarven campaign so far, and we will be going up against greenskin armies here as we push south with the rest of the Dawi clans. As you can see, we're generally kicking ass right now. These are Ungrim Iron Fists people of Karak Kadreen, and they have taken almost all of the northern World's Edge Mountains. Zufbar holding these territories down right here. Then we have the guys at Barak Var, which if you know anything about Dwarven territories in Warhammer, you know that this is the only port that the dwarves actually have. And if you used to play Man of War back in the day, that's where all the dwarf forces came from. As you can see, we're giving the greenskins a good what for out here in the Badlands right now, but my main focus is going to be take these really rich southern bases here before Barak Var gets to take them. Now, one of the interesting points here in the game is that you're not one cohesive race, kind of like you would expect more in a Warhammer game. You're basically, they wanted to leave some room for diplomacy, so what they did is they made factions within a race, and within those factions you can have diplomatic actions with or against them in order to eventually bring them into the fold. And so that is where we are right now, trying to essentially get good diplomatic relations with the rest of the Dwarven forces and leaders, even though it's kind of difficult right now because it's not like the old Total War games. You have to really build up a rapport before you have access to a lot of the trade options and things of that nature. So you can see, here's Thorgrim Grudgebearer, my legendary lord, and we just took Black Crag from Grimgor Ironhide in a pretty epic battle. Wish I would have recorded it, but I did not have my recording software on, so alas, it wasn't to be. But right now I'm moving my other lord, Thuni Dragonslayer, back up to the north because I'm going to be disbanding most of these forces here and replacing them with experienced units so that the army's far stronger, far better equipped. Alright, now out here we have one of the Dwarven agents who is a runesmith. And the agents are pretty cool now because they have different effects that they can employ within territories while they're just moving. So in this guy's case, he can release like a rune of warding, which basically means that heroes who are in this territory, enemy heroes, have a 15% chance of their actions not succeeding, which is pretty useful because heroes can definitely get into your territories and fuck shit up as much as you don't want them to. So I think right now I'm going to make room in Karazakarak for more military buildings. I built this refectory, which is basically like a an ale hostelry, and I built that because my public order in the Silver Road was fucking atrocious and I needed a boost. But now that we're at 100, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of it, and we're going to replace it with military buildings so that we can start getting access to more elite units and because I'm trying to get my hands on Slayer units right now. I'm gonna let Thorgrim Grudgebearer just recoup his losses here at Black Crag, because we're probably going to be seeing some greenskin counter strikes here in a second. And I'm gonna go down here to the diplomacy. I'm going to go ahead and ask Barak Var if they would like to war coordinate with me against the greenskins. And I'm going to have them try and fight Azhag the Slaughter before he gets too big for his britches. Because they have basically what would amount to a pretty big doom stack out here by Ekron. So that would be helpful for us as well if they were to whittle him down, but we'll see what they're doing. And then of course we have this greenskin army over here, which we don't know where it's going, but let's go ahead and see. Oh, skill points. So another cool aspect of the Total War Warhammer series is the ability to level up your lords, you know, kind of similar to buying skills or pieces of equipment on the tabletop. Very, very fun in that regard. And basically you can unlock all these things along these skill trees. So actually I think I might go for High King here and give him that, since that's his unique ability. And then for the Master Engineer, let's see what we can give him. So you can set up your different heroes to support you in different ways. You can set up this Master Engineer to basically boost things that you're trying to develop in your territory. All kinds of stuff, or you can make them help with, you know, your artillery, how well it does, ammunition for your forces, which is important in a very missile-heavy army. You know, all kinds of crap along here. So I'm actually going to go ahead and give him Prospector, because as dwarves, so hopefully you guys know, dwarves love gold, and I need as much friggin' money as I can possibly get my hands on, because the initial price to purchase troops is high, and the upkeep price is high. It's ridiculously expensive to send dwarven armies out, but hey, it's the price of warfare, men and gold.
Let us begin.
The enemy threaten your city here, my lord. The garrison stand ready to defend it, but consider sending extra troops.
And here's one of the kind of like random events that happens. You know, Cloak Stranger offers you 3,000 gold coins, right? And he's clearly some kind of fucking agent of chaos right here, plus 4 corruption in all provinces. But we're dwarves, so fuck that. Send that Wazok home, as they would say.
Sure enough. Yes.
So Thorgrim Grudgebearer won't be able to make it in time to Iron Rock to really help out.
The High King.
And that would pull us way out of position of defending Black Crag. So
For the wisdom of Valea.
We are going to keep marching, because as far as I'm concerned, that would be an acceptable loss. And Thorgrim will just have to write that down in the Book of Grudges if it goes down badly. And we're gonna finish the turn here. Iron Rock. Oh wow, so they're actually a pretty seriously spent army. So we're gonna fight this because the auto resolve is gonna screw us for sure. And while we might lose, will cause a lot more damage with us playing than if we let the computer play for us. So this is gonna be the first taste for you guys of battle in the Warhammer Fantasy Universe in Total War, and it's pretty damn fun. So obviously we're on the defensive here. We want to make this as difficult for the enemy as possible. I'm gonna start off here and then move towards this little larger hill, and then we're gonna hunker down in epic, totally surrounded, forlorn hope style.
The enemy bring mighty weapons of war to the battle.
And I could have deployed these miners right on the actual hill itself, I believe, but because they have the special rule Vanguard, which is neat, basically means they can be deployed outside of your combat or outside of your deployment zone, similar to the tabletop, which is really a great way to set up, flanks and things like that. But the dwarves really excel in just having thick fucking battle lines that nothing's gonna get through for the most part. And if you have a lord, like a legit lord, that really up their leadership, it's game over. You're hardly ever going to break. The enemy's just gonna throw themselves at you for the most part, and unless they really are outnumbering you, maybe 15 to 1, you're gonna wear them down.
Charge! Charge! Pursuit! Off we go! Yes! Plow through! Vengeance! Move!
As you can see, the enemy coming. They have goblin wolf chariots, spider riders, orc biggins, more wolf chariots, goblin spear infantry. Ooh, boar chariots. That's something I haven't had to deal with before. These are gonna suck. I'm gonna turn right into my guys. And they did bring some catapults, so we'll have to deal with that. Hopefully they'll be good and tired by the time they get over here.
Dwarf warriors! Nothing can stop us! Plow through! Go! Vengeance! Miners!
Basically, I'm going to set up in a square here to just kind of, since they do have light cavalry and the goblin spider riders and the chariots.
Miners! Plow through! Rage far, rage fast! Let the vengeance begin!
So you can see there's a lot of detail in these unit models, which is pretty fantastic in my opinion. I mean, just look at that. It's a fantastic looking game, even on the campaign map, where, as usually, I don't give so much as a crap about Total War campaign maps outside of their, strategic information. I actually do enjoy looking at it, looking at all the differences in the territories and things of that nature. It's a pretty good game overall. Okay, let's see. It's going to take them a minute to get here. Let's just go ahead and forward this. Here we go. Here comes the cavalry. Of course, we're getting hit probably by the rock lavas right now. Let's see this.
The high ground is yours, Commander. Be sure to use it to best advantage.
Well, those lavas are really gonna ruin our day, but we're gonna hold the line, because the point here is to wear this army down to shit.
Miners! For the High King!
Let's see if we can't tempt these guys into battle. There we go. Zone! Let's get a flank charge in. And of course, here they go retreating. One thing I do miss is they don't have kind of like the epic kill animations that Rome had between like two combatants on the field fighting, which would have been awesome. So right here I'm going to try and kill off as many of these elite units as possible, especially these chariots. We can bog them down and surround them, the better for us.
Withdraw!
And then night goblins, of course, little bastards. So yeah, like I said, for some reason, I'm not sure if maybe because the character detail is so high in this one, they don't have as much of a high detail in the combat animations, but I do kind of miss, you know, watching those two guys just square up and take each other out in a kind of scripted sense, but it's a relatively small qualm to have with the game so far. So it looks like they sacked it. Little bastards. Little green skin bastards.
My lord, the enemy raid your lands and slaughter your denizens. Take up arms against them. Make them pay dearly for their transgressions.
So another event here. Recruitment cost minus 10%. Growth. Okay, we'll take them because we're going to be recruiting with this guy shortly. Up here in the, is he in the Silver Road right now? Yeah, he's in the Silver Gate, so let's see. Yeah, there we go. Nice and cheap. So we're going to go ahead and disband some of these units. I wish this process was quicker. And there we go. Now we'll have a good healthy income for the next couple turns. Then we'll
Forwards.
we'll take
Moving.
we'll take another army up here.
Forward.
But
Onward.
what's the public order? Is at -11 out here already. Gosh, that income would help us so bad, but I'm trying to keep that order up. Yeah, and we're being raided on top of it, so that's bad news bears. Okay.
Throw
So we're gonna have to go settle this grudge. 'Cause I've had enough. Had enough of these fucking greenskins.
March! Nigh!
And let's finish that turn there. What do we have here? We have the iron mining pits, 472. I'm not interested in repairing that right now. Yep, continue.
Grave news, my lord. Word is spreading across the land of a dark power rising in the northern wastes. The armies of chaos are on the move. They surely plan to invade the world of mortals once again.
Oh shit,
Prepare your
son.
defenses well.
It's the Mongols of the
forces
Warhammer world.
chaos spare no one in their quest for bloodshed.
Tendrils of Chaos Wraith and reach out. And all the while, basically, this is like when the Mongols fucking come in medieval Total War 2. Yeah, so some of my people are talking mad shit. Ooh, wow, recruitment cost minus 25%. Yeah, got it. I'm taking that. I don't need the leadership bonus. See, one of the downsides to the stances, unfortunately, is that they really restrict your ability to launch attacks. So when you're in the march, which is the march stance, it does increase your movement range. However, it's going to allow you to not recruit. You're going to be tired if you get attacked, and you won't be able to initiate battles. So you would have to put no stance in order to initiate a battle. So let's see if we can somehow coax this guy into a battle. I doubt it. I'm sure he's going to keep running, but hey, as long as he's taking attrition, I don't care. So right now we're going to start recruiting up here again. And going to get some dwarf war. Gosh, this is great. These guys are super cheap right now compared to how they usually are. So we're going to get dwarf warriors with great weapons, dwarf warriors with axes and shields, and then we're going to get a good amount of quarrelers. And there we go. So we'll exit that. We'll probably have hella bad upkeep here in a second, but what we'll do is we'll set up Thorgrim out here just outside of Iron Rock, and then we'll repair next round. So what we're looking at here is the technology tree. It's all well and good. There's a lot of different things you can go through here and get benefits from. I'm having a hard time seeing how you're not really going to be forced into just one line, because over the amount of turns that you probably will have in a game, you'll be able to get literally everything. So I just go at what is going to be more helpful to me in that situation. So I'm going to go with... I don't have any black powder yet. Retainer's vows. Let's buff our lords. Oh shit, I'm taking attrition out here. Why is that? Okay. Iron Rock, Death Pass, yeah. Badlands territory, seems like. Up until around here. And there's kind of like safe routes through the Badlands where you won't take attrition, ones where you won't. But another interesting thing I want to point out about these great battle markers here is you see these little green things coming up, right? Well, if undead forces come around this area, they'll get a recruitment bonus from raising the dead from this battlefield, basically, which is pretty cool. Pretty fluffy way to do that, you know, and basically give us some flavor of the Warhammer world. So we got Karak Kadreen army marching through Karak, so I can't repair any of this, so let's go on. Too busy getting soldiers. This motherfucker, man, he just doesn't stop. That's alright, this one's got a larger garrison by far. This time we actually have... Oh, yes, and I love this battlefield as well. This is the Battle of Dock Karaz. So, usually in Total War games, it's a scrabble to take the hills, right? Which is what makes Vanguard-ruled units so awesome. Here, my miners are already on the top of the hill. Fuck you, greenskins. Now, I have the lead, and all I gotta do is race these guys up there to support them. So, that's what we're gonna do. Go, go, go!
The enemy use the forests to conceal their movements, my lord.
These are Quarrelers, which we haven't seen yet, but these are our crossbow-armed dwarven warriors. And we're gonna these miners are probably gonna take a good shellacking before this is all over. But we'll be able to do a lot more damage as the enemy has to fight uphill. There we go. Fuck you. Another great thing about dwarven ranged infantry is that they're also really fucking good in close combat. They're like the Pavis crossbowmen of fucking the Warhammer universe. They just, god damn, look at that. It's fucking brutal. Goblins go down like bitches. It's the orcs that are a bigger problem. But now we got our guys here with shit. So when you get attacked like that, though, your dwarves won't automatically switch to axe and shield. You'll have to hit that for them. It's kind of a micro thing, which I think is cool. If not, they'll keep trying to use their crossbows on the enemy, and they'll get absolutely massacred. But let's get our commander out here closer to the fight, and let's see if we can get him on the edge. Yeah, that was So we're shattering the enemy right now. That's what you get for fucking playing games, face smasher. Oh, you have like no health. How about this? Better run, bitch. Goddamn grobby. Let's go, bring out the axes. Woohoo! Got him. Oh, Jesus Christ, what was that? Oh, shit. This is a sweet target. Let's go, get down in there. Kill these fucking bastards. Yeah! Little green skin fucks. Let's get some coordinated fire going here. can run, but you can't hide, bitch. These fucking chariots are tough. Let's see how long they handle a good wave of coral fire. Let's go, get your quarrels on there. Awesome. Broke them. Bunch of fucking assholes. Let's just pepper them, make sure we whittle them down for the next battle. So overall, miners are kind of cool. They that Vanguard move definitely helps you out. Definitely helps you gain the advantage, especially in a map like this where it's dominated by one really important terrain feature. You know, this peak and saddle right here. But yeah, that's victory, and I think that's a grudge settled. And an achievement, outgunned and outmatched. Typical. Everyone's always betting greenskin on these things.
Let us begin.
Oh, and I'd never take orc prisoners. It's just not something dwarves do. Oh man, some big greenskin armies moving now. So for you guys that don't know, Karak Kadrin is known as the Slayer Hold because it has a very large Slayer population, and it's one of the main places where they go to pilgrimage whenever it is that a dwarf is shamed. He takes the Slayer Oath, and basically he's swearing that he's going to die in battle in order to make up for his loss of honor, which is one of the interesting flavors of the dwarves from the Warhammer world. So let's see. Yeah, this scumbag still. Thank God I upgraded their keep earlier.
It is time.
Alright, so this is our only army, and I need this guy to combat some of the...
The High King acts. Thronebearers, move.
Need to hold this region at dire cost, which makes getting this guy up to snuff very, very important. So... let's see, is there anything else? I feel like I gotta have a grudge thrower for this army. So 2 more turns. Let's make this thing as large as I possibly can. We have to hold Black Crag because, quite frankly, the tax income's ridiculous off of it because of the gold mine, but we need to get up in there, and I'm having a lot of public order issues in this place, so let's see. think I'll have to do repairs. Yeah, I got it. This guy still wants to go at it. Gotta give him the straight silver. This time I'm gonna put my miners a little further back so they're not immediately in range of long-range attacks, and we're gonna rush these guys up here.
The terrain conceals the enemy's movements, Commander. We must be wary.
We see them come over that lip. Just charge right into them.
Clan formed! Dwarf warriors! None but the Dawi are worthy!
Yeah, that's right. None but the Dawi are worthy. As far as I'm concerned, this is our prime target right here. Here they come.
To attack! Dwarf warriors! For the cannon
They're about to get fucking supercharged, but that's alright.
For the ancestor gods!
There we go. Oh god, surround it!
They have wronged us! Nothing can stop us!
Crushed.
It's a reckoning!
Take the rock lavas.
Warriors!
Shoot every arrow right into the enemy hero.
Orcs everywhere!
Come on, start firing.
It is a reckoning! Bring your
Or not.
targets well!
Yeah, those little crewmen got murked at the beginning right there.
Warriors!
Murked. Shit. Alright. This is serious now.
Warriors! Getting close!
Surround the chariots.
For the High King! My clan falls!
Unfortunately, the orc heroes are very, very strong
Shoot those!
melee combatants. So they can easily just tear through your units. So usually that's why it's important to have lords around.
The clans unite! Understood, Lord! Take them down! The Danas grow!
And unfortunately, the other problem with dwarves is it's very hard to catch up with the enemy as they retreat, but hopefully, oh yeah, there we go. First line's in, cut them down. There's no quarter here. I mean, this army for the most part will be completely combat ineffective after this battle. And the garrison will be here just recovering, so. Oh, that was a fatal mistake right there.
Quarrelers! Bring them home! Shoot those buttocks!
See, this scumbag has basically killed like 2 whole units. He's an orc war boss, pretty tough. Here he comes.
Get in course! For the Karazhanko!
Use my garrison leader here and try to get him in. Probably won't make the kill, and the reason I have these guys chasing these dudes away is to keep them away from that combat where my quarrelers still are. Doesn't matter if they're exhausted, so's the enemy at this point, and we've destroyed this whole Night Goblin archer unit. It's that legendary Dwarven endurance, jogging it out. There we go, I think that's pretty much a wipe. Oh, no, there's another one running. That's right, beards.
Run!
Yeah. Of course. Another thing I like is going through the God damn these bastards. Improve the omens, Warfever. Yeah, I don't give a shit. Alright, so this scum sucker right here. It's like, yeah. I hate my Dwarven agents. They just seem to suck so much balls compared to like the enemies. So we're gonna go hide in Black Crag.
Very well. Beards in belts.
Over here, and this is quite frankly a load of horse shit. Okay, again, if I killed their leader in the well, I guess maybe it's a special orc thing where they can kind of create a lord from inside the army, but I killed their lord in the previous battle and they just magically got one in the next, so not sure what that's about because I haven't played as them yet, but hopefully once this guy gets up to snuff here and fucks himself, he'll be able to go down south and actually lead armies. Okay, so what I'm looking for here is military support buildings, which are unfortunately hella expensive, so definitely need to keep the public order as high as possible. I need to get that This crusty ass runesmith down there.
Thirsts for war. Onward!
See if he can't fuck with the enemy somehow. Oh shit, my dwarf outpost get destroyed. So it's back down to dwarf mining settlement. That's a crock of shit. Alright, we definitely have to start getting everybody on the same page here. Barrack Bar, you better get your fucking shit together. Runs your new target. Let's see if we can.
Welcome, Dowie. Do you bring a gift of Gromril to aid in negotiations?
And these guys care for me too much. Small gift is 1700. Yeah, fuck you. Friggin' pole smoker.
Honor to your ancestors!
Alright, forget it. So we're clearly in a pretty bad situation with these open plains over here. Obviously the mountains are to our advantage. And with only having 2 armies, because the upkeep is atrocious for dwarves.
If you dare.
Okay, where is this guy?
Anad, Spellbreaker.
Not liking this chaos corruption at all. Trying to figure out how I get slayers. So we have to build a slayer shrine, which is of course 10,000 fucking gold. Gromril Forge, Master Engineers. There's a lot more nuance to this than there once was as far as the tech trees go. It's a little more complicated to go down the line and get what you want. I have a feeling that this level of stuff is going to be done in the south. So the Siege Workshop and the Gunsmith's Forge. So what I'm trying to do is I need to get this thing up to a mustering hall. Oh, so we can get our gem mine shaft going, and that will help us tremendously. Some big money ticket. The one thing that does suck is you can't request or give territory away to your allies, because if I could get Carrick drawn here, I would have like an awesome setup, and I'd be able to do a commandment kind of across the land, which is what I'm going to do up here. And I'm going to go for, I think it's venerate the ancestors to fight the public disorder that's going on, the corruption that's spreading. There's nothing I can do about this, unfortunately. Guess I could recruit a lord, but he would be extremely underpowered. Right now it would just be him pretty much. So really waiting for this guy to finally get all his units a go, and then we'll head south and take Throng to war. These orcs love to throw themselves to die on this hill. I don't know what it is, but they're real big fans of it. There's one time I was fighting 3 army stacks back to back to back on this map, and every time I was at the top of this hill, I was just surrounded by corpses.
Dwarf warriors! To attack! Run! Orcs everywhere!
These guys aren't gonna last long either way, so.
Now, Groby! Die!
Of course, the spiders run away, and without ranged infantry, it's a real pain.
Dwarf warriors! Fighters!
So this is probably gonna be another massacre. But he isn't taking damage, so.
Orcs everywhere!
Like I said, the units look friggin' awesome. So it's always tempting to just want to zoom in. And on these smaller battles, it's definitely doable, just because there's not as much going on. But when you get into the bigger ones, it can be a real pain. And so what I'm going to try and do here is get into these forest spiders' flanks and actually do some damage to them while they're tar pitted by the miners, and just get some casualties in on them. They're always a bitch to hit, just because, like I said before, Dawi do not have anything that kind of meets that light cavalry rule for chasing down broken units.
Orcs everywhere!
These war boss are just tremendous close combat guys.
Miners! Cannon! Vengeance! Slay everything with your axes in Groby blood! Yes, yes!
The upside is, though, when we have our actual long-range units, they have a ton of ammunition and they have a ton of range, and they do ridiculous amounts of damage. I don't know where Bakarvar's armies are at all. What it is they're doing. There are at least 2 doom stacks over here. It's gonna get bad real quick. So I need to get my northern army back down here, and then hopefully Karakadrin's actually gonna lay the pipe down here in a second. Damn it, I'm getting hit with so many public order debuffs right now. It's fucking insane.